Good morning. Ooh, y'all look good out there. I understand we have a sold-out crowd. I told the two Michaels that all of you are here because of them. So anyway, before we get started, however, I think we have all heard about the unfortunate incident that happened out of Reagan Airport this morning. A number of lives were lost. If we could just have a short moment of silence for the family and friends of those who did not survive, please. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches for hosting this annual State of the City breakfast. My sixth as mayor of this great city. 6 times we've met to review where we are and, more importantly, where we are headed. Thank your Chamber CEO, Michael Zeff, Chamber Board Chairman Michael Davis, and the entire Board of Directors of the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches. Since 1913, the Chamber has worked to advance our community's civic, economic, and commercial interests. West Palm Beach is indeed a better city because of your efforts. I want to extend my gratitude to all of today's sponsors, including the presenting sponsor, Good Samaritan Medical Center. Congratulations also to the Gunster Law Firm, their 100 years of providing legal services in West Palm Beach. Thank you for your lasting impact on our great city. A special thank you is also owed to all the servers working hard behind the scenes. Can you give them a round of applause, please? And I certainly owe a very special debt of gratitude to my partners in leadership, the West Palm Beach City Commission, for their immeasurable level of service they provide, to the residents and businesses in our city, beginning with Commission President Kathleen Ward of District 1, Commissioner Shalonda Warren from District 2, Commissioner Christy Fox, District 3, Commissioner Joe Peduzzi from District 4, and Commissioner Christina Lambert from District 5. They all certainly deserve all of your applause and recognition. But I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Congresswoman Lois Franco, who is here with us this morning. Lois is my political mentor. I would not be here if Lois hadn't made that phone call in December of 2010 saying that I should run for city commission. I tried my best to say no, but if you know Lois, you know she doesn't take no for an answer. But Lois, thank you for your life of service and dedication to the city. You were mayor, but you also have been a tremendous friend to the city doing your service in Washington, D.C. So thank you, Lois, for all that you do for the city. And I want to give a special and deserving acknowledgement to my life partner and inspiration, the First Lady of West Palm Beach, my lovely wife, Lorna James. Lorna. She is being presented with a bouquet of flowers, which is a surprise. And I'm delighted to share that presenting those beautiful flowers is Camille, the owner of Camille's Flowers and Gifts. Thanks to a CRA initiative, Camille's is open and doing business at the Styx Promenade in the historic Northwest neighborhood. And to the 1,800 employees of the city of West Palm Beach, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your hard work and dedication out on the front lines, delivering the services and help that people need every day. You employees have done so much for so many, and remain the unsung heroes in the stories so many others want to learn from and emulate. Yet, as much as we have accomplished, and the list is long, the mark of any great city, our city, lies not in achievements made today, but in our aspirations for the many tomorrows to come. That greatness is cemented not just in the courage to dream big, but in the heart to deliver big. So everyone has an opportunity to be a part of our success. Everyone. That is a greatness that's only achieved when we work together. Together, we create safer neighborhoods where families thrive. Together, we repair and revitalize our streets, connecting every corner of our city. Together, we fortify our city's infrastructure, building a foundation for generations to come. Together, we offer educational opportunities, enabling our children to reach higher heights. This morning, we will embark on a conversation that I like to say, if I had a title for this State of the Union, and I know we don't usually give them titles, but it would be Transformation Through Togetherness and Elevation Through Collaboration. Transformation through togetherness and elevation through collaboration. I'm gonna borrow a little something from the church. Turn to your neighbor and say, together, transformation through togetherness. Okay, y'all got it. And elevation through collaboration. Thank you. As you say that, hopefully it reverberates in your spirit. But it's a vision that speaks to our shared unity. You know, we are 5 years into this decade. A decade that unfolded with a global pandemic that brought uncertainty into people's lives and changed the way people see their government. The last few years have brought a certain amount of unpredictability that has spread across the country. It has been and still is a difficult time for many. The challenges of the last 5 years have taught us that the old ways of doing things are no longer going to cut it. As the politics of the world changes, one thing is clear. The role of municipal government is more important than ever. Cities will have to be nimble and creative to address the needs of their residents. No matter the turbulence of the times, no matter the political atmosphere, cities must always continue to deliver services. Now, everyone in this room knows that the city of West Palm Beach has turned challenges and opportunities, and that we have experienced record-breaking years recently. People and businesses from across the country, and in some cases around the world, are now focusing on West Palm Beach, watching us as we build coalitions, studying us as we find new ways to serve residents, learning from us as we, by all measures, set an example of how to effectively manage an innovative city. For all that we have endured, for all the hard work that lies ahead, know this: our city stands tall, resilient, and thriving. The state of our city reflects the boundless potential of its people. We are strong and getting stronger. With the local economy on the rise, a bustling business environment, vibrant growth in infrastructure and innovation, and a population that is growing larger and trending younger, it is up to us to decide the city we want to be in the decades to come, for ourselves, for our children, and for our grandchildren. Do we want to be a city where everyday people can't pay their rent? Or will we continue finding innovative solutions and breaking ground on affordable housing units? Do we want to be a city that sees its challenges as one-dimensional? Or will we continue to build coalitions and partnerships to pioneer new ways to solve problems for our residents? Do we want the dreams of up-and-coming entrepreneurs to die on the vine? Or do we want to provide skills training and create a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem right in our own backyard? The good news, it's entirely up to us to create a strong, competitive future that lifts all boats. The advances made in West Palm Beach are far-reaching and impressive, which is why this morning I'm going to focus less on a checklist of accomplishments and more on the choices ahead. Let's start with the economy. A robust, fully functioning economy is one where people feel secure, have access to opportunities, and can achieve their dreams, whether that's buying a home, renting a place they love, or pursuing personal growth. But what does this look like in practice? Let me share the story of someone who rolled up her sleeves and found that there's a place for her in this city, too. Her name is Valerie. Beginning a few years ago, she began thinking deeply about her place in this world, curious what someone like her could offer a demanding society. After all, Valerie grew up at an early age in the foster care system and felt that the deck was simply stacked against her from the very beginning of her life. That was before she joined my Mayor's Jumpstart Academy. Learning the basic skills of entrepreneurialism and inspired by what she learned, Valerie hit the ground running. Armed with the $5,000 grant from the city, she bought the tools and equipment needed to ensure her pool maintenance business not only survived, but prospered. After graduating from the Mayor's Jumpstart Academy, in just a year's time, Valerie got married, saved enough money to purchase her own home, and managed a successful, growing business. Valerie and other graduates of the Mayor's Jumpstart Academy exemplify the philosophy of paying it forward, coming back to mentor new cohorts who will pave the way for others. As the saying goes, don't remove the ladder once you're done with it, leave it for others to climb too. Here in West Palm Beach, we are working to give Valerie and others not just a ladder, but the whole toolkit. This is the power of a resilient and innovative city, of an economic ecosystem that empowers everyone to be the best they can be. Now, none of this would have been possible without the contributions to the Mayor's Jumpstart Academy from the Unum Foundation, the related philanthropic foundation, and other donors. So on behalf of Valerie and so many others you've helped, thank you, donors, for caring enough to do more to serve this community. Stories like Valerie's remind me that economic opportunity begins with a strong foundation, whether that is skills training, support systems, or the resources to start a business. But there's another critical foundation to create an environment where people thrive. That's a place to call home. For too many families, the dream of stable housing feels out of reach. The need for affordable housing touches all corners of our country. And in this city, we recognize that waiting for others to solve this pressing problem simply is not an option. When the African American Mayors Association visited West Palm Beach this past December, I shared with them a guiding principle of my administration: harnessing the power of partnership and collaboration. These are not just ideals. They are the foundation of my vision to drive transformative changes in our city and to create a community of opportunity for all. And that's no secret, when my administration has set some aggressive goals for the development of affordable and workforce housing. When I became mayor, I set a goal of 300 affordable and workforce housing units to be completed or under development in the ensuing 3 years. We quickly surpassed that goal in the first year. As a result, last year I raised the bar even higher. So I announced that by the end of my tenure as mayor in 2027, we would have 1,400 new affordable and workforce housing units either completed or under development. I'm proud to announce that we are on track to exceed that goal as well. Since 2019, 815 housing units have been completed or under development. In the 2024 calendar year alone, 263 units came under construction and 269 were in the pre-development stages. This progress reflects not only our commitment, but also the strength of our partnerships with the private sector. But it's even more than that. Each of those 815 units created since 2019 represents a family holding on to the basic desires that we all have: that we could tuck our children in at night knowing they are fed and clothed, that there's a roof over their head and they are safe from harm. Our collaboration with the private sector has given us projects such as the Spruce and 8111 South Dixie, which broke ground last year. The Spruce, the single largest private investment in Northwood Village's history, is a groundbreaking development that will add 117 affordable and workforce housing units to our city. This transformative project is powered by an unprecedented, innovative, philanthropic funding model designed to redefine affordability and address our community's housing needs. And the 8111 South Dixie project will bring to life a site that has been vacant for over a decade by delivering 90 affordable and workforce housing units. These developments exemplify the power of dynamic public-private partnerships made possible through city-supported tools such as density bonuses, grant funding, tax increment financing, and other strategic incentives. By aligning resources and vision, we have created a framework that attracts private sector investment while advancing our shared commitment to progress. I want to extend my gratitude to our private sector partners for not only recognizing the potential of West Palm Beach, but also embracing our vision of transformative, inclusive growth. Their collaboration has been instrumental in bringing these ambitious, affordable housing projects to life. Equally important to housing affordability is the community's safety. You know, I study linguistics, and it is amazing to me how sometimes the most simple statements can be the most powerful and can pass from generation to generation. When I was a young kid, my grandfather, who had a 6th grade education, used to tell me from time to time, keep the main thing the main thing. All right, sounds pretty good. And it guided me as I went through life. I had occasion to turn on the TV recently, and I saw a young African-American gentleman, I think he was about 25 or 26, he was being interviewed by the media, and he said those exact same words, keep the main thing the main thing. Now, it turned out that young man was Jalen Hurts, who happens to be the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it also turns out that the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl next week. And yes, I did just insert the Philadelphia Eagles into my State of the City speech. I'm so proud of myself. Fly, Eagles, fly. All right, but there is a connection. There is a connection. The statement, keeping the main thing the main thing, is exactly what I try to do as a mayor. So as you all know, since my first day as your mayor, I've stated that public safety is job number one. Why is that important? Because if people live in fear and dwell on fear, nothing else we do matters. The main thing is public safety. In West Palm Beach, we recognize that a safe environment encourages families to settle down, helps businesses flourish, and motivates a community to replace fear with freedom. My administration's commitment to public safety is unwavering, and the most recent public safety numbers bear that out. This past year, our city made significant strides, including a 12% decrease in overall crime. That isn't just a statistic. It represents safer neighborhoods for our families and our children. Our neighborhoods themselves are experiencing a drop in residential and commercial burglaries, a drop in auto burglaries and auto theft, and a decrease in weapons offenses. Violent crime continues to trend downward in our city as well. In 2023, we saw an 8.2% reduction in violent crime, and in 2024, we saw an impressive 14% reduction in violent crime. Additionally, you could clap for that. That's good news. To address quality of life concerns, our police department conducted 14 prostitution operations in 2024, resulting in 111 arrests. These trends are the direct result of the investment we are making in our public safety professionals. This past year, we approved a new contract with the Fraternal Order of Police that included 22% pay increases for officers, sergeants, and lieutenants, as well as increased pension contributions and additional benefits to police employees. Prioritizing public safety is helping us retain dedicated individuals and invest in advanced technology. Our investments in public safety are comprehensive and wide-reaching. Our fire department responded to over 30,000 calls last year and transported over 13,000 patients to the hospital. Last year, our fire department invested in a new tiller, or ladder truck, as it's commonly referred to, and provided specialty driver training to over 36 firefighters. You may have noticed this truck as you were walking in this morning. Housed at Fire Station 1 in our city's downtown, this state-of-the-art lifesaver has amazing navigation capabilities. It can even do a U-turn in a cul-de-sac. No other fire department in South Florida has a truck like this. That's the difference between saving lives and possibly not, between a city that's good and one that's great. Over and above that, though, cutting-edge equipment alone won't build a safer and healthier community. We know that. The most critical ingredient is listening to and hearing directly from residents, a sentiment my administration takes very seriously. Last month, through direct engagement with our neighborhoods, our police department initiated Not on Our Block, an operation resulting in the arrest of 16 individuals with a significant criminal history. These career offenders were dealing drugs near community parks where our children play. Well, not anymore. Do not expect to break the law and put our children's future in jeopardy and get away with it. Not as long as I'm mayor of this great city. Through community engagement and working together, we have made our neighborhoods safer. To demonstrate this commitment, look no further than our Juvenile and Community Engagement Unit, which has excelled in strengthening public safety and community trust through diverse outreach initiatives. Their impactful programs, including youth engagement, support for vulnerable populations, and collaboration with local organizations, highlight their exceptional commitment to fostering inclusivity and positive relationships across the community. The community has to see the men and women in blue as allies and not adversaries. Now, I realize that not all success comes without setbacks. My administration is committed to ensuring that our police department adheres to the highest standards. Last year, I learned that those standards simply were not being met. This past October, it was brought to my attention that members of the police department's top command staff were allegedly involved in financial improprieties. Additionally, there was an incident involving West Palm Beach police officers in Boynton Beach that reflected a gross disregard of professional judgment. These events demonstrated that the leadership of the department was not aligned with its mission. Restoring trust demanded decisive action. So I took that action by replacing the then police chief. I share with you a reminder of these setbacks because I sincerely believe public safety begins with public trust. In spite of any setbacks we may have encountered, the success of these departments has been no accident. It's a result of a collaborative, partnership-driven approach to ensuring the safety of our residents. These partnership-driven strategies are reinforcing our desire to establish public trust as our guiding vision for the future. Another example of how we are utilizing the power of collaboration is how we are addressing mental health challenges in the city. To meet these difficulties head on, we partnered with the Healthcare District of Palm Beach County to launch a groundbreaking pilot program. This initiative provides critical assistance to individuals who do not meet the threshold for a Baker Act intervention, but they still require some support. To date, 55 people have received the help they need through this pilot program. As this initiative evolves, we aim to someday establish a one-stop facility to address a range of quality of life issues. Thank you, County, for donating some money to that effort. By offering comprehensive support, we create lasting positive impacts that improve individual lives and strengthen our community as a whole. I recognize that public safety isn't only measured in the number of units that we can put on the street or the amount of money we invest in police and fire, but it's by how you feel while enjoying the many amenities our city has to offer. I will do everything in my power. The city will do everything in its power to make sure that experience is joyful and fulfilling. Now, every day I see with my own eyes, and I hear directly from residents about homelessness. It is an issue that can't be remedied simply by changing policy. It requires a level of empathy. Understanding that the government alone cannot provide the answer. Instead, it requires all of us working together. We must ask ourselves and each other, what kind of people do we think we are? Let that answer be a people that helps the least of us. That's what members of our homeless outreach team exemplify each and every single day. When I first came in the office, we had one person on the homeless outreach team. Within my first term of office, we increased that number of 1 to 10 full-time employees whose job it is to go out each and every day and interact with the homeless where they are. Because people are homeless for different reasons. Substance abuse, alcoholism, mental health issues, or sometimes they have just hit upon an economic disconnect in their life. But we can't address their individual problems unless we interact with them. So we have 10 full-time employees whose job is to go out and interact with the homeless. In the same way that we provided Valerie with the tools for her small business to succeed, we gave MJ a second chance to pursue an opportunity. Originally from Gainesville, Florida, MJ had dreams of breaking into the Miami entertainment industry. But like so many people, she faced some challenges when she went down to Miami. Soon she had to begin the long journey from Miami back to her hometown. Having spent her last dime, MJ's journey from Miami to Gainesville was cut short. Unfortunately, she soon found herself in downtown West Palm Beach, homeless and short on hope. A medical emergency brought MJ to JFK Medical Center, where she met members of our West Palm Beach homeless outreach team. Working closely with our police department and hospital social workers, our homeless outreach team members quickly devised a solution for MJ. They contacted a local shelter in Gainesville, made the necessary arrangements, and MJ was safely returned to her hometown. Now, MJ didn't choose homelessness. Circumstances that became overwhelming forced her into a life of homelessness. The scope of the homeless situation is substantial. It's huge. But that doesn't discourage me as the mayor of this city from confronting this challenge head on. Now, we're making some progress. While the progress seems slow, make no mistake, progress is not about speed, it's about direction. I'd like to celebrate our homeless outreach team for another effective year. Their tireless efforts resulted in successfully housing or sheltering 302 chronically homeless individuals, reconnecting 75 individuals through the city's Homeward Bound program, providing 156 homeless individuals critical mental health and substance abuse services, and overall conducting 2,743 engagements through city parks, neighborhoods, and other targeted locations. Our work to combat homelessness is the base of a broader vision to increase our safety, strengthen businesses, and create a city where everyone has a place to call home. That vision is mirrored first in our investments in infrastructure and public services, which lay the groundwork for a connected, sustainable, and thriving future. And second, in a city that emphasizes economic development as a catalyst for progressive growth. You don't have to look far to see the investments we're making in our city's infrastructure. Last year, our city engineering department completed 35 capital projects with a total value of $30.1 million and invested $2.3 million to repave our sidewalks and upgrade pedestrian safety throughout our city. In the Roosevelt Estates neighborhood alone, a neighborhood in the historically black community in our city that had been ignored, quite frankly, for years. In that neighborhood alone, they received $4.8 million in infrastructure investments that included improvements to the sanitary sewer and drainage system, as well as road and sidewalk repaving with additional infrastructure improvements to come in 2025. That is inclusivity, ladies and gentlemen. We also continue prioritizing climate and sustainability as a matter of conscience, as well as common sense. Each day, literally 375 employees of the Public Utilities Department work to ensure the delivery of safe drinking water to our city residents and the customers we serve in the town of Palm Beach and South Palm Beach. And I'm pleased to announce that we've sourced water to supply our growing city and customers drinking water for the next 50 years. Yes? Some of y'all may be here and get thirsty. The Floridian Aquifer will serve as a new underground source of water for West Palm Beach. And with that achievement, we're investigating new water treatment possibilities for the city's water supply. As our population grows, we need to ensure that we make our city more connected, exploring ways to move people and not just cars. You see, I know that at times traffic congestion gets bad. Believe me, I get the emails, I get the phone calls. But another thing that concerns me is that there are senior citizens in some of our neighborhoods who don't have access to a vehicle, making it nearly impossible for them to pick up their prescription medications or go to the grocery store. So we need to think about their transportation needs as well. So through initiatives like our Ride WPB Mobility Pilot Program, we are officially moving thousands of people across our city. A while back, I heard the story of Ms. Souls, who lives on Tamarind Avenue. She's extremely grateful to know that she can call to get a ride to Publix to pick up her necessities and sometimes even pick up a couple of lottery tickets. She obviously hasn't won because I haven't gotten that call yet. But anyway, because of Ride WPB's success, I'm happy to share that we will be advertising a proposed permanent transportation system, one that would significantly expand access to transportation and mobility to over 95,000 people across our city. And that's a big deal. Those are people who don't have to use cars to get to where they need to go. And with the completion of our bike infrastructure projects, we're not only enhancing our city's mobility, but also creating connections that bring areas outside of downtown closer to the heart of our city. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some would say, why bikes? Why bikes? Bicycles are an equity issue. There are some people who don't have cars, but they need bicycles to move from their house to work and back. So we cannot ignore the fact that an efficient, effective bicycle infrastructure helps the inclusivity, it helps equity in our city. To ensure we are implementing the safest infrastructure possible that encourages more users, we are updating our bicycle and mobility plans. Our city is taking significant steps toward achieving a transportation mode of shifting away from single-occupant vehicles. By prioritizing connectivity, we're creating a thriving, inclusive city with safe streets and enhanced mobility. Early this year, we found ourselves at a junction of possibility. With the county as our partner, we created a ripple effect that will benefit this city for generations to come. And today, I want to reinforce the essential and critical nature of that choice and why supporting Vanderbilt University by donating our respective lands was and is the right choice and a transformational opportunity, an investment in our future that will yield far more than any short-term financial gain. Vanderbilt's programs in artificial intelligence, data science, and business are not just educational offerings. They are the foundation upon which tomorrow's workforce will be built. The Innovation Hub Vanderbilt proposes will contribute to the ecosystem of collaboration for which we have laid the groundwork, bringing our local entrepreneurs together with cutting-edge academic research. Imagine a future where underserved communities are uplifted through the initiatives that Vanderbilt University will bring to Palm Beach County. Welcome, Vanderbilt. Consider the economic growth and the thriving workforce that will result from that partnership. But Vanderbilt isn't the only renowned institution with its eyes on our city. Cleveland Clinic will be the first nonprofit research hospital and the first new hospital in our downtown area in over a century. Cleveland Clinic's expansion into West Palm Beach will transform care for our community through a new hospital and outpatient clinic providing a broad range of specialties. Aiming to meet the present and future needs of our community, our philanthropic community is raising millions of dollars to invest in services for our children, a direct investment in the future. Let me give you a few examples. Take the Cox Science Center and Aquarium. Recently, the museum broke ground on a $115 million expansion with nearly $100 million raised through the private sector. The project will double the size of the campus and expand student engagement from 150,000 to 350,000, 70% of those being minority population and 50% of those being Title I students, reflecting a bold commitment to STEM education and equity in our city. The new Boys and Girls Club in Dreher Park is another example of transformative work and a collaboration between the philanthropic sector and the youth of our city. To be built on city-designated land, the $13 million project will serve approximately 800 children a year, ages 6 to 18. Remarkably, 100% of that $13 million was raised through charitable donations. The facility will provide academic support by certified teachers, mental health and hunger relief programs, as well as career readiness programming. And their location provides for extraordinary opportunities with the Cox Science Center for STEM programming and teen employment opportunities. Then there's the park, our former municipal golf course. The foundation that was established in connection with the park raised over $55 million to build a world-class golf course. But it's not just golf, ladies and gentlemen. They have a program called The Path. The Path supports families with after-school programs, homework assistance, financial literacy workshops, and more, turning recreational spaces into hubs for community development. We remain focused on students even after high school. The Related Together initiative, launched with an $8.2 million commitment, guarantees tuition-free post-secondary degrees for high school graduates, with a focus on students from the historic Northwest, Coleman Park, and Pleasant City communities through a partnership with Palm Beach State College. Complementing this effort, the Emerging Scholars Summer Academy engaged over 250 middle and high school students in planning their educational paths, fostering a sense of belonging and preparing them for high-wage and high-demand careers. These efforts showcase the power of collaboration, innovation, and investment in our community. And I guarantee you that of all those donors, I'm sure many of you are here in this room for any of those projects I just identified. You didn't do it for your kids or your grandkids. You invested in the future of the children in the city for generations to come, and I thank you. When we come together to support education and opportunity, we lay the foundation for a remarkable future for generations to come. Clearly, our story is attracting the highest in excellence and is uplifting the best our community has to offer. But I wanted to take it a step further and ensure that we as a city are intentional about how we market ourselves. Recently, my team welcomed the Chief Marketing Officer to help tell our story. And what are we learning? As our new tagline states, and you'll be hearing more about it later, there is more to West Palm Beach. But don't just take my word or our word. This month, it was announced that West Palm Beach is a top winner in the prestigious 2025 TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Best of the Best Awards for Destinations. This award is the highest honor TripAdvisor bestows and serves as a testament that there is more to see and more to do in West Palm Beach. Our city offers exceptional experiences to every visitor, and that recognition underscores the unique charm and vibrant spirit that makes our city a top destination for travelers from around the world. But it's not just visitors who are telling our story. The public art popping up around our city is also telling our story. Take Fred Eversley's incredible work, Portals, for example. Located in Julian Abel Park, Portals creates a dynamic intersection between history and art, embodying the weight of the past while envisioning the possibility of tomorrow. This installation, accomplished through collaboration with the public and private sector, pays homage to the architect Julian Abel, an African-American architect who designed the first Church of Christ scientist. But because he was black, he couldn't put his name on the plans. Nearly a century later, Portals breathes new life into this historic site, honoring the past, but points us steadfastly toward a bright future. As our city grows, we have unique opportunities to work with our private sector partners to broaden public access to the arts and attract more internationally recognized artists. So as I close, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to report that our city, your city, is stronger, healthier, and more prosperous than ever before. For my part, I commit to continue doing those things that make us proud, to stop things that aren't working, and launch those that do. The people I meet in our community know that hard work and collaboration make us not just a better city, but better people. We are connected as one, bound by the shared success of our city. Our city is living proof that hope is alive, that humanity thrives, and that opportunity for all is within reach. That is what great cities do. As your mayor, I will continue to work to ensure others see us as we truly are, a city defined by our commitment to live well, lead boldly, and do what's right. Today, we celebrate what makes our city extraordinary and its people remarkable. Let us seize this great moment, born of great opportunity. Together, we create safer neighborhoods. Together, we connect every corner of our city. Together, we fortify a strong foundation. Together, we offer a future of boundless possibilities. This is our time. Let's lead with vision. Let's move forward with purpose. And together, let's build the future we deserve. That's my goal. I hope it is yours too. Thank you to everyone here. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor James, for those very insightful and encouraging remarks. Please stay with us for a moment on the stage. You stole a little bit of our thunder, but we do want to announce officially that this month TripAdvisor announced that the city of West Palm Beach has been awarded the prestigious 2025 TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Best of the Best Awards for Destinations. This is a big deal. Ranking West Palm Beach #1 in the trending destinations in the United States. TripAdvisor is the world's largest travel guidance platform with more than 1 billion reviews. This prestigious award is the highest honor that TripAdvisor bestows and is a testament to the incredible growth and vibrant appeal of our city. To make this moment even more special, I'd like to invite to the stage Carol Johnson, Senior Principal Client Partner at TripAdvisor, Milton Segarra, CEO of Discover Palm Beaches, and the Chamber Chair and CEO, Michael Zeff, to present the award to the Mayor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Congratulations, West Palm Beach, on this very well-deserved recognition. You know, the mayor has an awesome team. He's our leader, but I'd like to also acknowledge our great city commission, our fire chief, our police chief, our city administrator, and all the hardworking, dedicated public servants at the city of West Palm Beach. Let's give them a big round of applause. Before we wrap up, I'd like to remind you that your parking today is complimentary of our friends at Hedrick Brothers Construction. Thank them. Please join us for our next breakfast on February the 20th back at the Kravis Center, where the topic will be the business of events and attractions, boosting Palm Beach County's economy. You know, we made a pledge when we started 2025 that we're going to elevate the Chamber of the Palm Beaches. And I think we're well on our path to do that. I hope many of you were at the State of the County breakfast in December and now this one. So every breakfast, we're going to give you a little bit of a surprise. So you want to be there. You don't want to miss these. So thank you for joining us this morning. And again, a special thanks to our mayor, Mayor Keith James. And don't forget to grab your copy of the 2025 Guide of the Palm Beaches on your way out. You're going to need this. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.